that she's right, like it or not. So enjoy the ride, take what she's got, 'cause it's a long way to go if you wanna ride with mom. Just enjoy the ride.
Hey, this is Vashti coming to you from Vashti's house. This is Mom Talk for Adults, number 33, I guess. Aren't people disappointing? They really are. They're very disappointing. And I we're always going to be disappointed in people. And people are going to be disappointed in us. I mean, the reality of it is that people are not infallible. People are limited in their abilities. People make mistakes. People do things wrong without knowing it. And then sometimes we do things, with evil and ill intent, out of anger or rage or a sense of self-righteousness or our perspective of justice. We have an internal desire to want to hook ourselves for safety and security reasons, to hook ourselves to somebody that we can believe in, that we can depend on. And when that person disappoints us, we suddenly feel out of whack. And it rocks our world. And, that usually ends up in one of three things. We try to, one, deny that it happened. If it's somebody that we really love and respect and admire, and our brain can't wrap itself around it, we just pretend like it doesn't exist, that it didn't happen. And it forces us to, it forces us to enter into a mental health crisis of disassociation from the truth. That causes internal conflict that begins to eat away at us. The other thing that happens is we get, we minimize the behavior because we believe so internally that this person is good, that somehow the behavior must not be that bad then. So we make excuses and thereby, minimizing the behavior and compromising what we know to be true in terms of our value system and our core values and what we know to be true in terms of cause and effect. And the other thing that happens is we get extremely angry at that person for letting us down. Even though their actions may not have had anything to do with us. It was just that they were having a moment, or maybe this is their personality that just hadn't been discovered yet. And we get angry at them for letting us down. And that creates a mental health crisis because now we're disassociating ourselves from, out of self-protection, we begin to disassociate ourselves from other people that might let us down. And so my word for you today is decide in your mind that you're going to let people in, let people be a part of your life, allow yourself to depend on people and trust people to the degree that they're offering and that they're able. Our parents are there in a finite way. They do provide care and relationship and camaraderie for us, but they don't provide everything for us. Our friends, the same way. They provide camaraderie, care, companionship, but they can't provide everything. Our political leaders, they're can only provide ideas, and they're not even personally connected to you on any level unless you're related to one of them. But they can provide ideas and maybe be a leader for ideals, but they can't meet your needs. They can't help you. They can't save you. And during this time where it's actually kind of everything is really volatile and scary, if we get our heads in the right way ahead of time, it will minimize the potential negative effect it could have in the future if we put too much faith and trust into people that only have the capacity to go so far. And beyond that are just humans like we are. And we do want to hook ourselves to something, and we want to hook it to the truth and what we know to be true, and stay in that lane. And there's safety and security there. And one of the things that we know to be true is that we do have the power, the self-agency to take care of ourselves, to do what's right by us, to get what we need. We have the agency to do that, to figure that out. And anybody that tells you you don't hasn't found it for themselves, and so they can't testify to it. But I know, and so I'm telling you, you do have the ability to find the truth and let it guide your life. It's not a person on this planet. It's not a relative or any of your family members or any of your clergy people. And so let people just be who they are. They will tell you to the degree that they will be able to be in your life by their actions. And it's up to you to set those boundaries, and you can set an internal boundary and external boundaries. And keep yourself, it's still going to be hard. It's still going to be conflicting. It's still going to be, there's still going to be stress and anxiety related to that, because those are hard things to do. But in the end result will be, you will be healthier, more congruent internally, and you will avoid all of those detachment and anger problems that are caused by detachment, anger, physically and mentally and emotionally. You'll avoid those problems. Anyway, this is Vashti coming to you from Vashti's house. Let's just be in this together. Hope you're having a great day and make yourself at home.